Hey boys, hope everyone's good. Thanks a lot for popping by. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Good, a nice break from everything on the straights, alright, but just a bit of a handful when you get to the uphill and downhill sections, isn't it? But setup feels okay. I think we want to increase the wing on it for sure. It's a little bit unstable on us. So we're going to get some practice in. I hope you are good. Hope you had a good day. All right, let's get out. Let's get some laps in. Just want a clean race today. If I can get away with not making any mistakes, I'll be happy. But definitely one of my favorite tracks. I love it here. Just hard to get right, but when you do get it right, it is satisfying. For sure. Hey Baz, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Well, I suppose I've never seen you. A long time no here. How have you been? Oh, brake bias needs adjusting, that's for sure. Hope you're good though, dude. Thanks a lot for popping by. It's one way to heat the tires. So I'm going to try resist the urge to just fucking go. I want to get a few laps in, get some confidence built up. Can actually be okay here on a good day. Just don't want to put it in the wall. That's the main thing. Man, Bathurst looks great in this game at this time. I think this is 8 AM in the morning, is it? 6:03 AM. Looks awesome, the light. What a good time to race it. Good to hear, Baz. Oh, I know, Jay. On a good lap, I think we should be around the 202s. Yeah, one of my favorites, for sure. For sure. It's just one of those ones, though, absolutely zero room for error. That's what's scary about it. I'm always nervous racing here. Still feeling sketchy going into there. I don't think I've ever done a race here in the Ferrari. It's usually the Maca I drive around here. iRACING version is absolute shite, I think. I know it's laser scanned, but it just does not feel the same at all. Hey Zach, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Been doing good at Indianapolis, at least. Been having some really, really good races over there. Just seems to suit the Ferrari, and Ferrari's what we've been driving now for a while. But having a lot of fun over there. Got Imola and Hungaroring this week for LFM. The 2 other tracks I really enjoy, so we'll try jump in then as well. Hope you're good, man. Long time no chat. Good to have you on. Oh goodness, understeer. We're gonna go for 1 or 2 more laps and then we'll make any adjustments. I had 0 incidents. Well, apart from that one video I put up about Indianapolis, had an incident in that. Alright, it wasn't my fault, but last night for whatever reason, man, I was racing this one guy and he was just like a magnet. I couldn't stop hitting the guy. I felt so bad for him. 2 races in a row I took the poor fucker out. So I just hung up my hat, stopped early. Feeling dodgy there. Nice sack. Yeah, I'm afraid I might get a penalty from the racist at the end of last night. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy reported me. I chatted to him. He wasn't too happy, but there's nothing I can do. It's just an honest mistake. But unless you're in the longer races with the pit stops, man, getting your safety rating up is a fucking hustle. It takes so long. Even for a perfect race, you're looking at 0.3 safety rating gain. It takes a long time to get that up. It's better. I think our SR is at like 5.8 or something at the moment. But I want to get to Imola this week and do some longer races and try to get that safety rating up towards 8-9. At least there you can afford to get a few bad races and you're not going to be kicked out of that. A corner, the Ferrari's really been struggling. Get off the curb. Oh. I feel the same way about iRacing, Baz. I'm still paying for it after all these months, and I haven't been in iRacing properly in so long. It's hard to be consistent in more than one, I think. You know, they're so different as well. You put any sort of time into ACC, it doesn't necessarily translate across into iRacing and vice versa. I find it so hard to find a middle ground. Michael, what's up, dude? I seen your message earlier about Lance Stroll breaking both of his wrists. Mad lad. Absolute mad lad. I know, man. I've gone to understeer. Okay. Let's get in. I've gone to report people in LFM before, but the process is just so tedious, I just stopped. And I know that means I'm part of the problem, but I just could not be arsed. It just, because you got to go through the 4-hour cooldown phase and then you got to upload the video and replay and stuff like that. I mean, I get it, and it's it's obviously making sure that when you do report someone, you really want to, etc., etc. But yeah, I just couldn't be dealing with that. Tricycle. He's not going to make it for the first round in Bahrain. No way. Absolutely not. There's no way you can break two of your fucking wrists and 2 weeks later be racing in an F1 race. Absolutely no way. Who is the Aston Martin reserve driver? Is it Drogovic? Or F2BTCC. Nice. I tell you what I got today, Baz. I bought a PlayStation 1 and I bought Toka Touring Car. And I'm so excited to play it. I've just started to go through this phase of looking at old computers like GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 1, etc. And I've just started buying them. I've just said I'm going to create a little area in the office once we get it done up, and I'm just going to have some retro consoles there. Mad to think PlayStation 1 is kind of retro at this stage, but that was the first racing game apart from Formula 1 97 that I started to play that got me into it, was Toka Touring Car. Fucking loved it, man. I didn't even know what Toka Touring Car was. This is the one issue with the Ferrari I'm finding around here. Lift off oversteer is a big thing. So we need to find some way to combat that. Oh, he won't make the first 2 races. Fair enough. I guess it's Drogovic then? Or is he in F2? Because I'd imagine if he's in F2, he's probably not racing the F1, right? Thanks for tuning in though, folks. It's been a while since we've had over 10 viewers on stream. Thanks a lot for everyone for watching. Don't be afraid to comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. Well, thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I agree, Baz. One of my favorites of all time. Off topic, well, on topic, but off genre. The original Silent Hills and the original Resident Evils I'm also going for. And Siphon Filter. There's a couple of absolute classics for the PS1 that I want to get. Need for Speed 2. What age are you, Michael? Need for Speed 2. What age was I when Need for Speed 2 came out? I must have been in like 13, 14. That came out a couple of years after the Xbox One, or the PlayStation 1, right? I remember the game, but... Do you remember Burnout, actually? And Destruction Derby 2. Poof. Man, talk about fucking classic games. Ah, curbs, Ferrari. They don't go together. They don't go together at all, do they? They do not go together. Let's keep going. It's only a couple of seconds of damage. Might as well get used to running with a few seconds of damage on the car, because you'll probably pick up a few during the race. More than likely. 1997. That would have been 10. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 as well. Between that and Destruction Derby, man, Jesus, I spent quite a lot of time in my friend's house playing those 2 games. Formula 1 97 as well. Such a great game with Murray Walker commentating, Martin Brundle. You were 6. Oh, Michael, I think I've had this conversation with you before. For some reason, I always thought you were older than me. You always struck me as an older man, but obviously not. I think I'm older than I give myself credit for. Oh yeah, such a good game, man. Whoa, total destruction. Epic. It's another game I'm looking to get for the PS1 now, sooner rather than later. '97, you were 25. Oof. I was bang on the age, man, for PlayStation 1, and then we had the Game Boy. I was 10 years old when Pokemon first came out. Wacky Wheels, I've never heard of it. Driver, it's a great game. Simpsons Hit and Run, Taxi. There was so many good racing games back then, man. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep her in 5th over the brow of the hill. It's a little bit steadier, actually. I'm thinking of Wacky Races. I was about to say, is that the one with Dastardly and Muttley? But I'm pretty sure that's Wacky Races. But Wacky Wheels, no, I've never heard of it. We're getting to the really weird games now, aren't we? I assume you're still talking about a game here. What are our tires saying? They're okay, actually. Car needs to be a little bit pointier. We'll deal with that when we come in. Try to get a lap or two more. It's getting later in the day, but it feels, or later in the morning, but it feels like the fucking place is getting darker, actually. Feels darker now than it was 20 minutes ago. Tricky conditions, actually. There are no curbs on the inside this time out. Just feathering the throttle around there. I can't lift off because the back of the car goes on me straight away. So got to keep some sort of consistency with the throttle over the mountain there. Lap times aren't anything special, but if I can just be consistent, that'll trump speed, I think, in this one. Currently 9/10 off. No, I never heard of it, Mike. Whoa, understeer. No, I never heard of that, man. Suppose they had to do some sort of rendition of Mario Kart-esque style gaming, didn't they? I think short shifting up over the mountain is the key here. Just knowing when to shift up and let it run. Serious. That actually sounds quite fun. Alright, let's get into the pit. We'll practice pit entry this lap. Oh man, too fast into there. Speaking of too fast, oh. Right, we'll go super conservative and safe with the pit entry tonight for sure. After our blunder last week, if anyone's seen that, we destroyed our race with our pit entry. So 9/10 off, not bad actually. But I'm sure the times will fall for others. Maybe not so much us, but for others definitely. So I'm actually going to bring the wing back. We'll keep the 20 liters. I actually want to drop this. We'll try that. I'm going to soften anti-roll bar. Just one. A little bit more caster. We'll try that. We're just looking for these incremental little changes here. I think I'd much rather be in the BMW ahead than the Ferrari on this track. Not much we can do about that now though. What a fucking track. What a laugh this is to drive, man. Insane. Oh, Peter. Yeah, I know, man. It was tragic. It was absolutely tragic. I was almost resorted to, you know what, I was thinking about that for about 2 days after it. I tried to, you know, when things happen when you're racing, you know, you're disappointed sometimes. I try to leave it where it is, you know, get out, do something else, forget about it. But I genuinely thought about that for about 2 or 3 days after it. But yeah, so tonight we'll try not make any mistakes. And just have fun with it. That's the main thing. I still had fun last week, and that's ultimately what I'm going for. But you know, yeah, we don't want to be making mistakes like that, man. That was such a good opportunity. I think a guaranteed P5, if not P4. Everyone is complaining about their HUD displays here. I don't know what they're on about because I'm using Armamentario. And I'm happy I am now. Listening to them. Because their hood seems to be blown out. I'm really liking the Armamentario overlays. Especially the fuel calculator is ace. Oh, too much curb. Little tap on the inside. Ooh. You can see my overlays though, Michael, can't you? The Armamentario ones. Maybe I don't. Okay, let's see. I'll stop the car there and I'll have a look. Maybe they just haven't loaded. I haven't actually got the preview on, so I can't see. Let me get into the pits and then I'll have a look at it for you guys. Okay. Don't know why that's off then. Okay. I'll check it there now for in a moment. I'll leave you guys guessing as to where I am, what I'm doing. It's more like it. Alright, let's have a look-see. No, I was full sure it was on. It was on actually when I loaded the stream, I know that for sure, but maybe whatever's happening in-game is actually being is affecting my overlays too. Let's see. I'll close it and then I'll just reopen it. That's odd, it's not showing at all. It is a bit of a clean view, is it? I'm not a fan of it. Let's have a look at the actual HUD in game and see what's happening with it, because I know people are complaining about it. Doesn't seem anything wrong with it. Although look at my dash. That's not right, is it? It looks super bright. Maybe that's what they're on about. Looks super odd, doesn't it? I mean, you can't even read the dashboard. It's so, the colors are so off. I wonder if it's something wrong with the server. Right, let's try and sort this Armamentario stuff. If not, I'll just turn on the normal HUD for the game and we'll run with that. So it's loading for me here, but we'll see, where do I have it? We'll close and then we'll reopen. Yeah, odd. Still not showing, but I tell you what, I'll load the normal HUD display for you guys, because the Armamentario ones are actually showing for me fine. So let's get the normal HUD display up. So enabled, tires app enabled, session info enabled. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Yeah, I just tried that, but you know, nothing. Let's try it once more. Anyway, it's not the end of the world, I suppose. No, it's fine. I'll keep it off. The only thing I want to use anyway is the fuel calculator, so I'll use that before the race. I'll actually have the fuel calculator turned on for myself. But that HUD on the car looks super weird, doesn't it? It's super bright. Odd. Anyway. Right, setup. Felt okay that time actually. So let's save that. That's 2323 green. Okay, I just want to make sure that I keep the fuel display on. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the fuel on for myself so I can see that. Let's get back out. Nope, I want to turn off the preview. Sorry boys, I can't see the chat there. I actually have another window open up above, so I'll pause this and open up the chat there again if anyone's messaging. Rookie streamer mistake. I can't see chat. There we are. No one's been chatting anyway, so all good. Just have it open rather than not. Alright, we've got 5 laps of fuel. We're going to try push a little bit now. See if I can make up any ground. These weather conditions always seem to bamboozle us a little bit. They're tricky. Oh, hazards are off, mate. Just warning people of my... Yeah, exactly, Michael. I'm a full-time hazard. There's absolutely no harm in leaving them on. I don't think that's helped the HUD. I don't know what it is. I think it's a server thing. Doesn't seem to be affecting it at all. No. Whatever it is anyway, it's super weird, but it's not affecting the game or the server, so all good. We shall soldier on. Got a bit of understeer going in there. Oh, a little tap. The minute I take my foot off the accelerator, just lift off oversteer. Always. I don't think there was an update. Not recently. I'm not actually even looking at the HUD. I've got a fuel overlay on top of it, so I can't actually see it. I can see the light behind it, alright. Looks a little bit garish. But I guess you guys are going to have to look at it. man, the understeer. Yeah, you'll be alright. It's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. Right, I want to have a look at this. Sunglasses, yeah. Right, we'll make that change. We'll soften the front, stiffen the rear, and see what that's done. The general setup is okay, but it just feels a little iffy in this weather. Doesn't give me confidence. Man, you'd be surprised, like, you just don't feel anything. That's what I've found. I've been fucking around with setups now a little bit over the past few weeks, and unless I make at least like 10 clicks of difference, the difference is just unnoticeable. To me anyway. But still, I kind of don't have a fucking clue what I'm at. But even still, or even now, the car feels a little bit pointier, which is good. Whether that'll equate to speed or not is another thing, but I just want to feel a little bit more planted coming up over the mountain. I wouldn't say I know the exploits. I'm just beginning to kind of know what to look at. Yeah, exactly, Pete. You're never gonna be happy in every part. This one, it certainly turns. It's more just the bumpiness of the track with the Ferrari though. Just does not like the curbs or the bumps. Car's easily unsettled. Yeah, I think so too, Pete. I'd agree. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at that. I might actually increase the wing and then bump up the ride height a little bit at the back. I just want to do one little thing at a time. Still no curbs. We'll never get the setup to go with the curbs here. Alright, let's go back. But it does feel better. So we'll join the briefing there now in a second. I want to actually save that. Okay. What am I looking for? Discord. So I'll have the briefing, boys. You guys should be able to hear the briefing. I have the audio through on the stream. Hopefully not in the first or second corner, Michael. As long as I'm not on the outside in the second corner, we should be okay, but I think we should get a... If I qualify, we should get a top 10 quali. Hey, Chris. How's the old vegetable soup coming along? It smells good. Smells damn good in here. Got some fresh veggie soup on the way for you boys. Well, maybe not for you guys, but for me, definitely. I eat way too much pizza, man. Way too much. But it's so good. By far my favourite food. Oh, we've got enough engineers in here, Michael. Too many cooks in the kitchen and all. Who's still out on track? Oh yeah, that's the thing, boys. Fried pizza. So we don't have an oven. We do have an oven, but it doesn't work. So we've resorted to frying pizza. And I tell you what, it's A1. It's definitely not good for you, but it's seriously nice. If you haven't tried it, try it. I would highly recommend it. Ooh, someone's been disqualified. Car 444. Okay, don't know who that is. 12 and 323. Oof. Don't want to be picking up a disquali like that.
Right, hello everyone, once again, back for another round of the SimSok GT3 Championship. Now, we are out Bathurst, Mount Panorama. It is probably the most difficult circuit on the calendar so far, so we're going to need to be even more careful than we've been throughout the season. Last week we had a few people being still a bit too eager, a bit too aggressive on the first lap, but overall the racing was really good, especially towards the back of the field. We had some really close battles, so I was happy with that. Now, turn one, of course, there's not a whole lot of room going into turn one here.
Does beat, for sure.
At Bathurst. You've got a tiny bit of runoff on the exit, but the rest is pretty much grass, and then you've got the barrier after that as well. So I wouldn't advise any sends into turn one, especially on the first lap, because more than likely you're going to make contact with the defending car, or any car that's ahead of you as well.
There's a steward,
so,
Chris. They do a live stream as well. They comment on the race.
And with the track being so big, everyone's going to get spaced out anyways. So there's no rush, and there will be plenty of time to make moves in this race. Now, in the mountain section, there's not a lot of room for overtaking either, and I don't really advise it at all. So the best thing to do is just try and follow the car in front. And really, the best braking zones you've got is at the end of the Conrod Straight as well, and the final corner. All those heavy braking zones are really good overtaking spots. But of course, we don't want to see absolute dive bombs from 3 or 4 car lengths back. Of course, if you are attacking the car in front, then you will need to be careful, and it is your responsibility not to hit the defending car as well. But all of you should know that by now. We're in round 5 of the season, so yeah, shouldn't have to explain that. But last week's racing was good anyway, so not really
still worth it.
Bothered about that too much. Want to talk about pit entry here. It is a bit of a long pit entry, this one. Make sure you're not cutting the pit entry line. There is also a red and white marking onto this pit entry as well. Please make sure you're not cutting that either. And of course there's a little road leading up towards the pit entry line as well. Please make sure you're following that and not cutting over the grass. because that can result in a penalty from the stewards as well. Pit exit is fairly simple here. That shouldn't cause any issues for anyone, so no need to go into that. Now, back markers is one thing to talk about here as well. Of course, if you're given the blue flag, you'll have to move off the racing line on a straight.
It's actually round 5.
Going through the mountain section, I don't advise back markers to move out the way immediately. If you feel confident and there's a safe spot to do so,
I think it's round 5.
But if you're
Silverstone,
struggling to get around the mountain as it is, then just wait till you get to the straight to let the lead cars through. And it's going to be the same for everyone lapping the back markers. So just be patient with them. Like usual, there is a skill difference in this, between the fastest driver and the slowest driver in this championship. So patience is going to be really important here at Bathurst as well when coming up towards the back markers. Now yellow flags as well are going to be extremely important here as well. So of course, if there's a yellow flag in your sector, please just lift off the throttle slightly once you see the incident. And once you've passed the incident, you can continue with green flag racing conditions as well. Now obviously, if we have anyone going full throttle when there is yellow flags in their sector, and of course overtaking cars, which isn't allowed on the yellow flags, it is more than likely going to end you up in becoming a casualty in one of the incidents that may be up ahead of you. I've seen it happen before. People usually just it was a common fault amongst sim racers.
People get opportunistic, I think, when they see a yellow.
Keep the throttle pinned even though there's an incident up ahead of them, and get involved in the crash as well. So just be sensible when you've got yellow flags in your sector as well, because we don't want any big pile-ups during the race. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the briefing. Good luck everyone, and have fun out there, keep it clean, and let's make this a good race.
All right, boys. Let's get out. Let's get a few more laps of practice in with this setup change.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Talk about cold tires, eh? So we'll have a look at the ride height in a few minutes. We're going to get a few laps with this softer front on the car and see what change that makes before we make any further changes. Oh. Oof. Sketchy. Excuse me. Accidental gear shift. So the car definitely feels more capable of turning with that setup change. Oh, avoid the barrier out. He says as he hits the wall. No. There's a new Barcelona layout? Didn't know. Please tell me they've got rid of that shitty chicane at the last sector and just used that round turn. Because I know they updated the layout of Barcelona for last year, didn't they? They got rid of that awkward corner going into sector 3 and rounded it out. Yeah, not the greatest direction to be turning or to be looking up top of the mountain. Oh, thank fuck, Michael. Such a stupidly awkward corner that you can't really do anything on. You can't pass. So I guess they're just using the fast right. I mean, that's good. Might create more opportunity then going down into T1. That's good to hear. Good change. I haven't been using Instagram recently, and that's where I get all my F1 updates, so I have not seen that. I didn't even know about Lance Stroll until you told me. Excuse me. Oh, I'm out of the dirty stuff there. A little bit wide coming in. Yeah, car feels better. For sure. Oh. Oh, I tried to keep it, man. See it out. Nope. Get off to the edge here. Fuck's sake. Well, it did feel good. Definitely a setup change in the right direction for sure. We're not going to make any further changes for now. I want to get a few good laps in with that. Yeah, my turn. That curb just creeps up on you. You think you're going to make it. You get too much of the car on that curb, man, and there's no way you're running that out. You're going to be in the wall. Excuse me. Hey, Desmond. What's up, dude? Yeah, long time. Hope you're good, man. Thanks a lot for popping by. Hope you've been good the last, God knows how many months it's been, dude. But good to have you back on the live stream, man. Good to see you here. A little deep. Right, what have we got? 4.5 minutes. We're going to try get two relatively push laps now. But actually struggling really hard to beat the Delta. Oh yeah, man. That was a good laugh. I was actually on the Actual Vision website the other day looking at the leagues. Are you joining any more, dude? Those were good, man. Those were good. Especially Monza. Fucking great race that was. I don't think I've very rarely had such good battles. It's always nice when you can get someone who's so closely matched. There was a good number of us in that GT4 one as well. It kind of died off after that season, I think. Or well, as far as I've seen. Don't know what it's been like recently. No. I knew it the minute I took my foot off and got back on the foot. Ah. Man, it was going good before then. Put it into the corner. Watch out, mate. Ah, I knew it. I got on the brake and then I took my foot off. Big mistake there. Oh wow, yeah, that's a transition and a half. I was big into F1, big into the F1 games back in like F1 2018 and 19, but I since fell out of it since I got into ACC and stuff. But that's a transition and a half. Right, so we'll get one push lap. Not the 2 or 3 we'd hope for. But I'm still happy with the setup change. We're going to keep that. Yeah. Yeah, stark difference in G-force. I often find the F1 lobbies just generally a little bit more chaotic as well. You know what they say, slower racing is better racing in a way. Like the GT4s, I think they're more prone to have better, closer racing. You're not punished so much for the mistakes as you are in something like an F1 car. Oh, nice, dude. Good to hear. Well, if you're racing anything like you were in the GT4s, man, you're going to be having a good league. Yeah, that's good. It's good when they're properly organised. Oh, God. Understeer. It's a bit better. Ah, no, Al, come on. Fuck, man. It's not giving us confidence going into quali, having fucked up there 3 times in a row. Just the margin for error is so small here. Small little tap like that. Oh, that cost us in damage. 10 seconds odd. Wow. It's harsh, but that's what we need to watch out for. Right.
Green light. Give it all you got.
Let's have a look here. Everything is the way we want it to. We're going to put in 20 litres. We're going to stay out hopefully for 5 laps and just lap it out because I just want to get that consistency up. We're not going to be setting the timing screens alight in this one. But if we can get top 10, we'll be happy. Got a nice gap behind us as well. But at the end of the day, there's points for every position in this league, so regardless of how our race goes, main thing is that we finish. Just do our best, try have fun with it. I think whoever's in that Honda is eager to go. Ferrari ahead isn't exactly giving them the space. At least he's not letting them through.
Slow car ahead.
Alrighty, let's give it a go. Guy behind us should be a lot faster than us. First lap is just a banker. Tires are still Baltic. A little too much curb on the middle bit there. But an okay lap for first one so far. Oh, get off there. 2037, not bad. Excuse me. Oh, the understeer. Oh, God. A little bit too hot in there. Well, let's try to nail these last two corners. Still a lot of time to be gained. Legend. Here, 203 dead. Lovering behind us, flying. Oh, the understeer. Shit.
Yellow flag is active.
Oh. Oh, Lovering's lost it. I was about to say I might let him pass on the Conrad. So I don't think this is going to be a particularly special lap, but he's lost it behind. He got the inside curb, I think. That's the thing about this track, even the best lads are going to have their day here. As long as we can keep it out of the wall.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Alright, let's go again. Car feels good. Excuse you, boys. Thank you.
Yellow flag is active.
I should be risking it a little bit more coming down the hill, but it's not worth the few tenths I'll be gaining, I don't think. Might as well just play it safe. $2.025 though, if we can keep this time, it should put us up a little bit. Ooh, only 8, only one more position. Right, we won't have enough fuel to finish a complete lap. So we'll get in, we'll try get another run at it. 1.8, so Kellaway, again, we're right with him. Let's get it, we'll get one more flying lap in, hopefully. Oof. Fuck, man. Oi, 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 oi. Sorry, lads. Sorry, boys. I don't know what. I just have to RTG. Just too sketchy over there when I take my foot off the throttle, man. Way too sketchy. If I really hurry, I'll make that last lap. Sketchy. Gonna have to be very careful during the race. See, if I keep my foot 3/4 of the way on the throttle, car feels fine there. The minute I take it off fully, it's gone. Bye bye, son. But I'm actually quite happy with P8. If I can keep around here, that'll actually be a result. Thanks for the likes on the stream, guys. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the thumbs up. It'll help the stream probably get shown to more people, which would be great. Race is 1 hour, Michael. Mandatory 25-second pit stop in the middle of it too. 1 hour on the green, on the mountain. I was about to say the green hell, but that's the Nordschleife. Ah, fucking curve, man. That's fucked that. Good save though. Question tire change. Not, I'm unsure. I'll set up the tires to be changed. We'll make a decision when we're... Depends how well we're running. Copy that. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Jamie. Yeah, hopefully I do the same in the race when I inevitably lose it. Doesn't usually go that way for me, though. I'll be in the wall before you know it. I seen your race at Misano last week, dude. Fucking unfortunate. Porsche came out of nowhere on you. For sure. It's never nice. But you know what? We try to have fun with it. That's the main thing. Sometimes you walk away from it and you think about it a little bit too much, but main thing is that you have fun. Because the people watching do. I mean, I was watching it. It was still fun to watch. You know? Sometimes as bad as it sounds, and I'm speaking from experience here, man. Sometimes it's just as entertaining watching someone just have an absolute calamity of a race as it is doing super well. And God knows I've had my fair share of calamity-induced races. Okay. I seen that too, man. Yeah. It was a bold move. Didn't pay off, but it was a bold move. Got to give you that. You don't take these risks. What was it? You miss 100% of the opportunities you don't take. So fair play, dude. All right, fuel. Right, so Peter, you said, or Michael, 108 liters. I'm just going to double check armamentario. With formation lap, it actually gives me 99 liters. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put in 100 to start. We'll set our tire pressures, pit stop, fuel to add. We'll go 108, but I don't think we'll need it. 52.6 tires. I'm not going to do anything with the ride height. I'm going to leave it as is. The car feels good. Oh, screenshot. What am I doing? It is, yeah, more like 101, Peter, right? 25-second mandatory pit stop. So I guess we could go... We'll go 21 in. And then we'll go 80 liters to start. And that's with full formation lap as well. So that's what armamentario has given me. Mechanical grip feels good. We'll bring up the brake bias slightly. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it, dude. Never know how it's going to go on a mountain. I've had quite a few races here, and when they go well, feels great. But you never know. You never know. But thanks, I appreciate it. Let's go. Let's do it, boys. Oh, I always get the jitters before Mount Panorama. Always. I need to piss now too. Not the greatest timing. We're right on Kellaway again. We're fucking glued to each other. I could have got so many points on him on the last time because he actually he retired, and then I went and got a fucking drive through. Gobshy. Thank you, Desin. Appreciate it. Thanks everyone for watching, by the way. Do appreciate it. Don't know what the performance is going to be like, but we'll try have fun with it regardless. Where was that track limit? Like to know. Copy. Map 5. If I can just hold back the inner dickhead in me wanting to push and rather just keep it clean, consistent, I think we'll do okay here. We just get a little bit too carried away thinking that we have it all under control, and then especially on a place like this, man, as I think it was you said it, Peter, this bites. It'll bite you hard. Box for wets confirmed? Question. I hope Ferrari do better this year, especially under Fred Vasseur. I like Fred. I don't want to see him go through the same shit as normal Ferrari bosses do. I know he inevitably will, but who else was excited to see Aston Martin in the first race, actually? I've heard such good things about the car. I've seen some of it in testing, but it'll be very interesting to see if they've somehow got ahead of the midfield in time for the new season. That'd be amazing. Be interesting to see El Plan then. Oof. Copy, copy. Map 1. Prime time. Head down, baby. Aerodynamic tuck. Gonna still see where we're going, though. That's the most important thing. Thank you, Peter. Thanks, everyone. Let's see how it goes. Got a long race. 60 minutes is a long time here. Fairly ominous looking clouds above as well. You never know, it might start to open up. I don't think it's meant to, though. But you never know. Right, no heroics. Oh, no heroics, he said. I think we got out of that okay, though. 4 seconds of damage. Thanks, Audi. Appreciate it. It's not going to help our case, but anyway. Oh, no, 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 you fucking cunt, Alan. Oh, God. A little bit too much off the throttle, man. Back the car just went. We're okay, though. We're okay. Car's okay. Obviously, we've picked up a bit more, but we can still drive it. Let's watch that next lap. Oh, Alan. Oof. Almost 30 seconds. Just felt dodgy as hell behind that car, man, trying to follow him close. We're going to be suffering on the straights for sure. Didn't take us long, did it? Well, the car feels okay, actually, still, luckily. We'll just get used to it. Exactly, buddy, exactly. Let's try run with it. It's a good thing we didn't actually like come back across the track or anything. That could have been messy. I think for sure we'll drop a few more places, but we'll deal with that. Oof. I was nervous coming into it that time, man. You know when a corner just bites you and you have to navigate it on the next lap, you just feel a bit sketchy with it. Oh God, if he's only on the brakes now, he's going in deep there. Surprised he made that. Could have had a chance to pass him there, but just no space, not worth trying it. I think we definitely have the pace on this Audi. If we can get ahead of him, it'll save us having Top Pinga behind us, who looks a little bit more eager. Alright boys, let's get our head down. Definitely losing out on the straights. Corners aren't so bad. Look at you, there's more corners than straights here. Should keep her in second around that corner. Two boys battling hard behind. See if we can force them into an error. Nope, not this time. Don't think I'm going to get him on the straights, not with the damage I have. But let's hope the boys behind keep fighting. Can't see shit, man. Gotta try something. Just trying to get him out of position. If I can get by him, it'll save me from the bingo behind. Because he's looking racy. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to block him. Try to just keep my line now. Fuck. He was just planted on the apex, man. Nothing I could do. I was just really compromised. But let's see how they got on with the car ahead. Oh, Jesus, Beamer. Fucking hell. Come on, boys. You're in a crowd. Let's brake a little bit earlier. I've been getting bullied. Sorry, Ferrari, but that was not me. Now the car feels a little bit rougher, unfortunately, due to that hit. It's actually a lot bad. It's a lot worse, unfortunately. Suddenly the steering feels loose where it didn't before. Shite. It's an extra 6 seconds of damage from that. It's just brought the car over the edge, I think. Oof. He's going to have the run of us here, that's for sure. Just as long as he doesn't fucking smack into the back of us, we're alright. He has so much more speed over the top. I just have to keep it a little bit more conservative, I suppose. Can't risk going off again. Either he didn't get a good exit or we're okay on the straight still. These boys are just queuing up behind this Audi ahead. Hard track to overtake out here, especially with the straight line of the Audi. Yeah, 5/10 slower than the car ahead. Unfortunately. Jesus, dude. Don't get too brave there. It's not really the place for it. He can flash me all he wants, but didn't really do anything wrong there. I know he probably thinks I pushed him wide, but no ill intent was meant. I was just trying to stay where I was and brake on time. If he wants to squeeze me, that's more than likely going to happen to him. He's going to have to try again, I suppose. Has anyone got ahead of that? I don't think anyone's got ahead of that Audi. Fair play to him. I think he's slower than most of the guys behind him, but no one can get by. I think I'm the only one that's made a proper big mistake so far. Don't know whether I should be proud of that, but or saying it out loud. Let's try this again. As long as I don't outbrake myself there, I'm pretty safe. Oh, that's a big mistake. That pink Ferrari was facing the opposite direction if I'm not mistaken. Ferrari's a hard beast to tame here. Oof. Jesus, man. Fucking hell. Talk about fucking ballsy. Talk about fucking ballsy. That's a fucking second and a half.
Clear on the right.
Anyway. I'm pretty sure he just outbroke himself there, if anything else.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
We're getting swallowed up, boys. But we'll try to have some fun whilst we are. It's a good thing we just didn't have any contact with him, I suppose, there. It wouldn't have done us any favours. I don't know what your opinion on that was, boys. What, do you think it was a fair move? I think I was kind of forced off track a little bit, but probably not as bad as I think it was. Let's just hope there's some mistakes ahead and get some opportunity to gain a few positions back. Feels good going in there, not side by side with the car for the first time in about 5 laps. So I don't think it's worth getting the damage fixed or anything. It's just I'm not going to gain a substantial amount from it, especially considering we're going to lose 30 seconds. Tires feel fine. Yeah, we'll see. What do you think, boys? I don't think it's worth fixing the damage. Topinga is going in for an undercut. Smart. Yeah, I agree, Pete. I agree. I think considering we're actually doing okay here. Carfield's decent. Putting in some not incredibly fast lap times, but I think P13 is the last one that's kind of on us past that. They're a little bit slower. Oh, well, we're holding our own. We're holding our own here, lads. Hopefully some of the boys that are going into the pits early will end up in traffic. You never really know what's going to happen, so let's run our own race here. Let's keep pushing. Ah, fucking hell, dude. Come on. Ah, Christ. Come on. What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ, man. I can't catch a break with the traffic, can I? That's destroyed. That is utterly destroyed. I don't think there was any need for that. I mean, we could have drifted across, maybe. I don't know, but fuck. Sorry to anyone. Jesus. I can't move. Just trying to keep an eye on the map here, lads, because I don't want to be in the middle of the fucking road. I think it's just worth fucking meatball, isn't it? Jesus, man. Fuck. What was that? Come on. Will this countdown timer keep going if I look at a replay to see what happened there? Or do I have to keep it active? Let's see. So it's on 23. Okay, so it keeps going. Let's have a look at a replay there because I don't know what happened there, man. Oh my god, did he go sideways under braking? Did you see that? The car like slid to the right slightly when he started on the brakes. Look at his steering wheel, look. He's counter steering the opposite direction. Fuck's sake, man. That was fucking silly. That was really, really silly. You can see his wheel, look. The minute he applies the brakes, he has to counter steer the opposite direction. I'll look from the outside there now in a second. But look at this. The minute he gets on the brakes, he's turned inwards. He's facing in towards the apex. He's not facing straight. That's for sure. Man, that was really shitty. Yeah, he turns to the right, man. There's no doubt about that, right? I'm not just being a little biased here. Look at his car when he applies the brakes. We gave him room. I mean, he turned to the right, for sure. Fuck's sake, man. That was so avoidable. We'll bring it up with race control afterwards, but that's really destroyed it for us. But anyway, look at let's get the damage fixed now. Let's get back out and yeah, let's just run the race out. There's nothing else we can do. We're in fucking dead last. That's where we're gonna stay. Just unnecessary. He was not going to make that corner around the outside. He was just there because he was there. Like, there was no legitimate move there. I wasn't going to outbrake myself. I braked on time. You know, he was just trying to, I don't know, put me off or whatever, but it was just unnecessary. I mean, as much as our race was affected anyway, it's really affected it now. I wonder, can we get our pit stop done now? Or do we have to leave and then come back? Yeah, Michael, you missed a murder, man. You missed a murder. Unfortunately. I think we have to go back. So we actually have to do a fucking pit stop as well. Fuck my life, man. At least the damage is fixed, but yeah, we made. I think you've probably seen the mistake we made on the first lap, Michael. Obviously, that put us back massively, but we had another tap from a beamer behind us. It gave us another six seconds, and we began falling back a little bit, but we were kind of holding our own. Then we came across an Aston that just absolutely fucking destroyed us into the wall. I don't think this car is completely fixed. I should stop treating it as if it is. Feels dodgy as hell. But yeah, we'll definitely bring that up with the race stewards. But unfortunately, we still have to fucking pit. Oh yeah, first lap, we lost it up over the mountain. Wasn't like the biggest impact in the world, but it definitely put us back a bit. Oh, I think I can be forgiven for that. that half a second I gained over the grass there. Right, our fuel reset. So we've got 21 laps of fuel in, like, so. It's a mandatory pit stop anyway. Where is it? It's because I turned the refueling off, isn't it? Still hasn't set the pit stop. Fuck's sake. I thought it would just sit up on the jacks for the designated amount of time. My bad. It doesn't really make a difference anyway. Worth seeing it now, rather than when we're actually. Yeah, I didn't think you'd actually have to like put in the fuel though. I thought you could just go in, do any sort of work, and it'll just stay there for 25 seconds. But anyway, let's go again. Oh man. I mean, the pit stop doesn't make a difference to us now anyway. It really doesn't. I'll just do the 3 seconds extra. Okay, we're P18 because one car is retired, so that's something. One thing I don't want to do is retire. Okay. Oh, it's a strategy, Michael. It's a strategy. I'm gonna try not to feel too bad about this one. It wasn't our fault. The one that ended it in the end, it wasn't our fault. Obviously, we made our own mistakes here, but certainly wasn't our fault, the one that ended it for us. Put it this way, if I come across him on a blue flag, I ain't moving that quickly.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, go, go, go. Faster cars approaching. Watch out.
Yeah, don't be using the in-game chat to chat shit, boys. Not a good look. But it looks like Topeka's undercut paid off though. He's ahead of all the boys. Yeah, it does, man. It does. I'm just fucking sick of it happening to me. Although, to be fair, look, it's my own mistake. I made the mistake that put me back in that position anyway. So I think a big part of it is like I tend to put too much pressure on myself with these races instead of just trying to have fun with it, you know, especially when you stream it, because you feel as if you have to be doing good. It's not always the case. Probably more relatable when shit like that happens, to be fair to the majority of people. I ain't no jardier, that's for sure. Just doing the best we can. P17 is in the pit, even though they've had a pit stop, so hopefully they've had an issue. I think it's just a little bit harder to stomach when you get taken out by someone who's just trying a nothing move, like just loses it beside you. We'll have a proper look at it after the race. But I definitely think they should be getting something from the stewards. But there's points for every position. So onwards we go. God, I need to watch that corner too. The car gets awfully light there. You know, on a good day I can get a decent result, but yeah. It just seems in these league races they tend to go the opposite way for me. That's a plus. I appreciate the words of encouragement. It does help. But appreciate you guys watching regardless. So P17's in the pits. So whatever's happened there, at least we'll have a fight on our hands for that position. Or will we? Maybe he's just stopped. I do like to keep it interesting, Pete. Can't say I don't. Alright, so P17 we are now. Or I think we're just on the same lap as him now, so we can potentially pass him if he stays in the pits long enough. So that's something. I hope so, Pete. I'm gonna try not to put too much pressure on myself after this. Try have fun with the rest of the race anyway. Not feel too downtrodden about it. Yeah, of course. That's what we're banking on, Mike. Obviously, we're a fair bit behind. We're a good few laps down, but you never know. Alright, 17 is still in the pits. Excuse me. Yeah, train behind. Man, Topinga won big time there with that train that was happening earlier. He's way ahead of him. Undercut worked really well here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the position we should have been fighting for if all going well, but yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. Car gets so light coming across that corner, man. Well, we're not last. That's something. That's something. Fucking 17 laps worth of fuel in the car as well. Christ. We're not going to run out anyway. After gaining a second on Hutchinson, maybe he's fighting with a guy behind him. Don't need to worry about him yet anyway. Copy that. I wonder where PP16 is. Or how many laps ahead he is. Oof. A bit too much curb there, Alan. Oh, that's true. I never get the overall MFD. Oh, I'm plus 3 laps. That makes sense. Yeah, he's a good bit ahead. He's just after crossing the line. You never know. Stranger things have happened. That'd be interesting, right? Would definitely need it for here. I mean, it's a cool idea to have the safety car, but my experience, especially in R Factor 2, when the safety car comes out, the fucking AI just do not know what to do. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh god. Stop reading chat when you're on the mountain, Al. Be a good idea, wouldn't it, lads? Oh god, Nordschleife. No, thank you. Plus, I mean, it usually stays out for like 5 or 6 laps. And imagine what it's like on the fucking Nordschleife. I remember watching Dave Cam did a LFM or Factor 2 race, a ranked race on a Nordschleife, and of course they have the full formation lap before it, man. I felt so bad for him. I wouldn't have hung on. I would have just exited the lobby. Must be about a 15-minute lap. Fucking hell. Screw that.
Faster car coming up behind you.
That's the way, Mike.
Faster car coming up behind you.
So the boy who took us out is behind us now, and let's just put it this way, I'm probably not going to be as lenient with the blue flag. Especially if I meet him on the mountain. Gotta get some sort of retribution, don't you? Or maybe I'm a bigger man than that. Maybe. Exactly. I don't see no flag. It's a shame too, because the setup feels pretty good. It's just a fucking lift off oversteer had on the first lap really got us. Blue means stick to your line, mate. Although, to tell you the truth, for once, I know it sounds a bit sad, but it's nice to have an accident like that that's race ending that I actually don't think there's any blame on me for once. I adjusted the preload when I softened the front dampers or anti-roll bar. I stiffened the preload differential. Yeah, it could be something I could play around with, but it only seems to be when the tires are a little bit colder. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah.
Faster car is approaching.
Oh no, I've met him on the mountain. I can't really pull to the side anyway, so fuck it. Let's just keep pushing. Excuse me. Yeah, it's manic, man. It's manic. What have we got? 6.5 minutes. Shit. That was my bad.
Clear on the right. Falling behind to the cloud fault, 73.
Should have 3 more laps, I think. Actually, no, I'm like 3 laps behind. Oh no, wait, no, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Anyway. Jesus, man, this oversteer there. Pretty prominent. Have you tried the new, is it Sophie AI? It looks decent. I've seen some videos from Super GT on it. It looked good. Awesome, Pete. Interesting, I'm sure. Oh! Oh, fucking hell. That was a big error. Unfortunately, not enough to take him out of the race, though. It would have been nice to have another retirement ahead. Oh, what a shame. Karma, mate. Karma. I mean, he's only going to lose one position anyway, so it's not the end of the world for him. Anyway. Anyway. Mr. Git. What's that? Never heard of it? Oh wow. Where did he run with 100% force feedback? I'm sure that was intense, especially if he has a direct drive. Jesus.
Alright, man. The leader's on the final lap. Give me the final push.
Wow. BTCC. 25 newton meters. Christ. That'd be a fair kick. I mean, I've got 12 in this CSW 2.5, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, this can be fucking tough at the best of times. Jesus. No, thank you. Hey, Jerry, what's up, man? Not so good, man. We'll go through it at the replay now when the race ends. There's only one more lap. We made a mistake on the first lap. Set ourselves back. Got a couple of taps and then we got murdered by someone. All of which we shall dissect in a few minutes' time. Hope you're good, man. Thanks a lot for popping by, chatting. I was topped on T1 on the first lap by the Audi behind. Then I lost it over the mountain, the same lap. And then I was tapped on the rear by T2 again, or on T2 I think it was. That was 7 seconds worth of damage. Fell back a bit then, and then obviously on T2 again I got absolutely fucking annihilated by the Aston. But yeah, a couple of things to look at. It is, man. We were looking strong though. We qualified P8 and we had the pace to keep it, but just didn't go our way, did it? It happens. Last lap now anyway. We still had a good time. Thanks a lot, boys, for joining and keeping me company as I did it. It makes it that much more enjoyable, because I tell you what, if I wasn't streaming it and if I was on my own, I would have quit a long time ago. So that's something positive to take from it. So thanks a lot, lads. Do really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that the old thumbs up button if you haven't already, lads. Really help us out. We're so close to 1,000 subs. We should be reaching that milestone any day now. But little things like that make a huge difference. Hitting the like button, make sure it gets shown to more people like yourselves. Oh, let's bring her home, boys. I've only just got my safety rating up to an acceptable level again. Whenever I do AI race this, man, my SA just drops dramatically. Alright. That was unfortunate, but is what it is. Alright, let's have a look. There's a couple of things to dissect here. There's a couple of things. So let's make sure the replay is saved. Alright, let's get out. And we'll turn on the replay. And we'll go from there. Right, let's have a look. Harte cam is on. Gallery. Let's have a look. Who likes the old Harte cam? Right. What is going on here? Where's the... Oh, you're kidding me. Is it because I was in the pits? I only have the second half of the replay. Hold on now. Actually, no. That doesn't make sense, does it? It only starts on like lap 8. So you can see... Okay, well, let's just go from here. You can see on the back of the car anyway I have damage. So that was from the hit at T1. I got a good old whack from the Audi behind at T1, and then I lost it over the mountain and hit the front of the car relatively hard. So we had 29 seconds of damage at this point, as far as I recall. Auto replay. Okay. Check all replays. Let's just double check. No. Not there. Let's just go with that. It's not in all replays, I'm afraid. But we'll take it from here. So at this stage, we've got a whack from behind on the first lap, and we've also had our own mistake up the top of the mountain. I think this could be the lap where the Beamer actually makes a pretty brazen move on us. No, not this lap. It's going to be the next one. Oh yeah, it was this one. Let's see how far back actually he was. Because it seemed like he was a hell of a way back. Man. I mean, he made the corner, but we were having to compromise there. There was no way we could have turned in. We would have been killed. Fair enough. Fair enough. It was a good move. We got a tap on the behind from him at one point as well. So let's have a look at... so this Aston that's behind us, this is the next big incident. So this is the stupid one. You can see here when he comes into the corner, he oversteers, makes a correction, and he just hits into the back of us. And he just absolutely annihilated us. I don't know how he managed to... Because he was braking in a straight line, but for some reason he counter-steered. Inside, he just turned into the right. Just got us. But that sucked big time, that did. That was the end of our race. We tried to bring it back to the pits, but... I don't think we even turned the steering wheel. Yeah, we just kept it straight. That was entirely on him. What an unfortunate place to lose it. We tried to bring it back, but the minute we actually had to turn right, the car was not having any of it. It was absolutely broken. We lost it here, and thankfully, man, thankfully the two cars behind had enough space behind us. We just laid on the brakes. I don't know if he was one of the cars behind us. Yeah, there's a yellow flag there. Oh no, I was gone by the time he came up. Man. But yeah, that sucked. That sucked a lot, man. But we'll bring that to the stewards for sure. He should get a penalty. But that was the race ender for us. I mean, we were down in P12, P13 there, but we were kind of holding our own. It wasn't actually so bad until that happened. Let's go back. So that's the Beamer. Let's see if this car... I'm pretty sure we got out ahead of him. No, we didn't actually. We waited for this guy. So the Porsche would have been one of the cars that went by us when we were stopped up on the mountain. Jeez, he wasn't that far behind us actually. I thought they were a lot further back on the road. So I had my hazards on. Yeah, just... That was lucky, man. Audi behind as well then. It was a good thing we laid on the brakes. You know what, man? You know what the guy was saying about like going into a yellow zone full tilt? This Audi was going full tilt, man. Listen. He only got on the brakes there. If I had been further back, he would have been straight into us and absolutely fucked up his own race. Like, that's what I'm talking about. People get opportunistic when they see yellow flags, man. They just put the foot down and just go. But yeah, we're gonna have to go. Report can be found in rules. Okay. So we're gonna report the accident for sure, but we have to go through that process now anyway. But we'll have a look at how to do it, and we'll get that done because I mean there should be some sort of reprimand, I suppose, for absolutely murdering someone. But anyway, I'll do that tomorrow morning. But while I do that, guys, I'm gonna end the stream there. It wasn't the greatest race, but we still had fun. You know what? That's the main thing. All I wanted to do was jump in, forget about life for an hour, try get some decent races in. Hey, Okno. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. It's unfortunate. I'm just trying not to feel bad about it. It's always going to happen. It's not if, it's a matter of when and how bad. And unfortunately, it was tonight and it was really bad. But it happens. It happens. It's not the end of the world. We're going to chill out. We're going to forget about it. But we are, boys, and we are going to stream again this week. I'm going to get in on the LFM dailies. It'll either be tomorrow or Wednesday night or Thursday night. I'm not sure. I'm not making any promises over which night, but we will be on a second night this week for streaming. So excited to get back on, get some dailies in. Hopefully you can catch it. I'll make sure to put the link in the Discord when we're going to go live and scheduled. Thanks a lot, Jerry. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Peter, as always, for being here throughout thick and thin. Really appreciate it. And thanks everyone for popping in. There's been a couple of names there that I haven't seen in a while. Desin as well. Yeah, Michael, thanks for popping on. Chris was there. Who else was there? Red Ken, Jamie, thanks a lot for popping by. Bunch of legends. Thanks to anyone who commented. Do appreciate it. Keeps me company during these races, even when it's not going well. Keeps me in it, you know. I would have quit otherwise if I was just doing my own thing. So I do really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like before you go anywhere. Go and enjoy yourselves, boys and girls. Thanks as always. We'll catch you later in the week. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe. We're almost at 1,000. I'll see you soon. Go enjoy yourselves. Laters.